Welcome to the Explorations of Me. Come on in, sit down, relax, and enjoy my process of this month's prompt for 2017. Thanks for watching. Hi everyone, it's Ann from Anneliese's Creations. It's that time again for the Explorations of Me, and this is my composition book. I'm doing mine out of a composition book. And last year I started in this, and I kind of like to keep my pages in order so that I know what was what. So that's why you don't see me skipping pages like you see Cindy doing. She sometimes does her backgrounds ahead of time, and then she'll skip to a page that she feels inspires her, and then she starts from there. But for me, I'm a little bit more anal regarding that, so you will see me doing mine this way. So the prompt for this month is, if you could be any animal, what would it be and why? So I'm going to go to my page, and that's a hard question because I love animals, and I love all animals except for snakes. Snakes are amphibians anyways, right? Anyhow, so snakes and spiders, not my thing. Anyhow, so I'm going to get started on my page. I had started one and then I didn't like it, so I gessoed over it. So I'm just kind of showing you what happens when you gesso over your, something you've done and you don't like it and you gesso back over it. That's what gesso is. Gesso is your best friend. So I'm going to write down, I think I'm going to use a water-soluble pencil for this. And if I can find it, if I can't, oh, here it is. I'm going to start with a water-soluble pencil because I kind of want a smeary look for my background. So I'm going to get started and enjoy my process. All right, so you didn't see what I wrote, but I basically wrote that I want to be a cat or a dog, and I couldn't pick both, one or the other specifically because I have a cat. Unfortunately, I had to put 2 of my kitty cats down just after the new year, so that was kind of sad because we had them for a long time, but they were mostly outdoor cats than indoor, so yeah, so they were very independent, and they had an area in our garage that was nice and warm and cozy when they come inside. And our last cat, George, he's still with us, and he comes in occasionally because he gets along with our dogs. Our other 2 cats never could quite adjust to our dogs, even though we gave them a safe place to climb, areas to climb. They still didn't quite like being indoors, so they came and went as they pleased. And that's kind of like what I like about cats, is their independence. They like to be out and about, but they also liked, to be cuddled and stuff. Most cats do. And then dogs are just spoiled. They, get to be taken on walks. They are your constant companion. I have what I like to call Velcro dogs. I have Australian Shepherds, and they are very, they rely on you a lot, and they're kind of like my therapy dogs, especially my dog Maya. You've probably heard me speak about her in the past. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a cat and a dog, all right? And it's not going to look realistic. I'm going to draw them the way I used to teach my students when I used to teach art for my local school district. I'm going to draw how I used to teach my kindergartners how to draw a cat. And so it's not going to be very realistic, but it's, it made the children feel successful, and that's what you want to do. You want to teach children to be successful and feel confident about their work, and so this helped them a lot, especially children who struggle with maybe math or reading or whatever. This art does help children to express themselves, and so it's very important that you, if you have young ones at home, you know, encourage that art. Even if it's messy, you can put an apron on them, you know, or have them do art outside if you don't want, you know, when the weather permitting. And let them get messy, let them play. So I think that's important for their development. So anyway, so I'm going to get started, and I'm going to start with my cat and enjoy my process. And I am using it's a watercolor pen. It's called Touch Nice, and I believe it's a Chinese watercolor pen. This looks like Chinese, not Japanese, I think. So yeah, so this is what I'm using. And I'm not sure how this is going to work on paint. I've used it on watercolor paper itself, but I haven't used these on paint yet. So mine are going to be very colorful kitties and dogs. And mine's going to be a fat kitty. Do you remember when you were growing up, those Weeble Wobbles? They wobbled, but they didn't fall down. That's my kitty. It's going to be a Weeble Wobble kitty. And I'm going to draw my dog, and then I will use one of my water pens to activate the paint, and you'll see what I'll be doing with that. So since the watercolor pen wasn't giving me the effect I wanted, I'm going to go ahead and use my Faber-Castell Pitt pens for this, alright? So enjoy my process as I go through with this. My cat's going to kind of look blue, but that's okay. It's a blue cat. Blue and yellow cat. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed my silly looking cat and dog, and that you'll come back and visit. And if you like what you see, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And don't forget to check out all the other lovely artists that are involved in the explorations of me. I'll post links down at the bottom to each of their YouTube channels. Thanks for watching. Bye. Toodles. Have a wonderful day.